Is Elon's Respond or Resign ultimatum corrupt? Or is there something he has discovered about federal workers that is being hidden from us? Elon Musk has recently sent out an email to federal employees asking for a response about their specific financial accomplishments over the past week. The email warned that they would be at risk of getting fired. Musk says he's doing this to observe who is making their money honestly in these federal positions and who might be getting rich off of taxpayer money. Musk is being sued for this request by federal workers who refuse to show how they're making their money, and by the same government agencies who justified ransacking Trump's financial information due to suspicions of corruption, yet call it illegal for the president to investigate the financial income of federal workers who are entrusted with taxpayer money. And what Elon discovered as he investigated federal employees is truly shocking. But before we get into that, please hit that subscribe button so that you can automatically be updated for future political events and commentary. Elon has already made a horrifying discovery. And in his email, he specifically asked his employees not to send any classified information. Only 5 bullet points of what they accomplished last week. Sounds pretty non-threatening, right? So why are federal employees so afraid to share this information? Probably because only a few weeks earlier, Elon made this horrifying discovery. Check it out.
And also, could you mention some of the things that your team has found, some of the crazy numbers, including the woman that walked away with about 30 million,
right,
etc.?
Well, we do find it sort of rather odd that there are quite a few people in the bureaucracy who have ostensibly a salary of a few $100,000, but somehow manage to accrue tens of millions of dollars in net worth while they are in that position, which is, what happened at USAID. We're just curious as to where it came from. Maybe they're very good at investing, in which case we should take their investment advice, perhaps. But just there seems to be mysteriously they get wealthy. We don't know why. Where does it come from? And I think the reality is that they're getting wealthy at taxpayer expense. That's the honest truth of it.
Here's what other news stations have to say about this discovery.
Is there evidence of federal workers fraudulently getting rich at the taxpayer's expense, like Elon Musk is suggesting here?
The short answer here is no. There's really no good evidence of sort of widespread, large-scale graft or corruption at the federal government. I should note that this is in response to a question that Trump asked him, where he said, can you talk a little bit about that woman who walked away with 30 million? We're going to talk a little bit about who we think he was talking about, but this appears to be a reference to a completely unsubstantiated conspiracy theory that's floating around on X and on Truth Social, and it appears that Trump and Elon, at least at the moment that they were in the Oval Office, had bought into this theory.
Well, of course they're not going to reveal who the woman was because they don't have enough evidence, which is why Elon sent the email, to find proof. If everyone replied to Elon's email, he probably couldn't go any further with these accusations. What if there are truly thousands of federal workers getting wealthy off of the backs of the working class? It would make sense for them to have most news platforms on their side if they have a lot of money. In fact, Elon Musk recently showed a receipt on X showing that the US government gave the New York Times tens of millions of dollars over the past 5 years. And immediately after sharing this information, it has become lost to history. If you weren't there to first witness his post on X, and you were now to search his claim, the only things that pop up are articles from the New York Times. And all the New York Times has done is claim that Elon Musk was lying without any evidence, and they've made sure to hide his original words and the picture of the receipt as much as possible. Whatever happened to news stations that show both sides of a story and leave it up to the people to decide who they believe is telling the truth? This is why I personally believe that our government is far more corrupt than we realize, and that they have the media on their side. I also believe that Trump and Elon Musk are trying to alert the people of this corruption, and all the federal workers who are getting rich off of our taxpayer money want to silence them and make them look horrible. That's all for today, folks. Please message in the comments section. I love to hear what you guys think, and thanks for watching.